Hi, y'all. Jamie here, 54-year-old proud trans woman from New Orleans, Louisiana. Now, when I left yesterday, I was telling you all how I was trying to teach my friend Dino how to drive. And it did not go well. We wrecked into a garage, and then we peeled out of there. And I got the hell out of my dad's neighborhood before anyone caught wind that I was even there. So we get to Lake Charles, which is very close to the Louisiana-Texas border. And we're out of gas. So we pulled into a truck stop, and I did the old razzle-dazzle with a few generous truck drivers and made us some money. So Dino and I got back in the car and we continued on to Houston. And when we got there, we went to the Booby Rock. But guess what, y'all? The Booby Rock was closed. Just out, it was closed, dark, out of business. So I went to Charlie's Restaurant, which was connected to it, and I asked them, what's going on? What happened? And they told me that the owner had lost his lease and that he had reopened down the street at a new location and had named it the Tea Garden. So Dino and I headed out. We went to the Tea Garden, and I walked into the place. It was nothing like the Booby Rock. It looked totally different. It fit. The name, the Tea Garden, fit. It looked like you could have English tea there almost, but it was a bar. It was very unique. It had a little row of like booths on one side of the place that was like a little restaurant booths, but it wasn't a restaurant anyway. It was unique. So we go in there, and guess who was there, y'all? Angel. My guardian angel, Angel. She was thrilled to see me. I threw my arms around her. I introduced her to Dino, and we all sat there and had a couple of drinks and talked, and Angel wasn't very happy with her boyfriend by that point. And so she was game, and I suggested, because she was saying that Houston, it really wasn't really happening there either at that particular time. And I said, well, let's go to LA. So we got back in the stolen car, and the three of us, me, Angel, and Dino, took off for Los Angeles. We left Houston that same night that we got there. We left Houston, and I started taking these pills called NoDoz. They were over the counter. I don't know if they even still make those things. They were caffeine pills. And anyway, I took a whole box. Yeah, a whole box of them, because I was exhausted. We had been up driving all that time. Anyway, I took the NoDoz, and we get to San Antonio, and I am geeked, just wired to the gills on these NoDoz pills, right? And there's all kinds of traffic and construction going on, and I'm just high out of my mind. And the two of them, Dino and Angel, they were getting along with each other, but they were like over the trip. They were like, how much further is this? Even though they knew it was a long way. We got outside of San Antonio, and we saw something about another 500 miles or something to El Paso. And I was like, just to get out of this fucking state? Screw this. And we turned around, and we went back to Houston. I can't even make this up. We were so stupid. We turned around, and we drove the hours back to Houston. I took Angel to where she had been staying and dropped her off. Dino and I couldn't stay there. I had money from what I had made at the truck stop, and we were going to go get a hotel. So Dino and I had been getting on each other's nerves because of everything that had transpired to this point, and we proceeded to get into a big, huge fight. Not fist fight, but argument. And Dino grabs the keys from me to the car, and at night, like early wee hours of the morning, throws these keys into these people's yard in the middle of the dark. And I'm like, have you lost your fucking mind? So I didn't know what to do. I freaked out, and I grabbed Dino and I said, come on, I know what we're going to do to fix this, because we had stopped arguing. Like, once he realized what he did with the keys, it was kind of like, oops, kind of thing. We went back to Angel's. We walked over to where we had dropped Angel off. And I got her back up out of bed, and I told her, I said, Angel, listen. I told her what happened. So she Angel decided to introduce me to some people that she knew from where she had grown up, well, until she was 11 when her mother threw her out, where she had grown up in the second ward. So we got in touch with them. She knew how to get in touch with them. And they came and helped us. They chained the car from the front to tow it, hooked it up to the truck to tow it. And y'all, I'm not proud of this, but they took it to a chop shop. Yep, just like you hear about in the movies, a chop shop. They didn't give me money for the car because frankly, it was an old muscle car, but it was kind of a piece of shit. So but they helped me and they took it off my hands so that that car would not come back to me in any way, shape, or form. Whew. So that car ended up in a million pieces. But if y'all want to know what happened the next day, stay tuned tomorrow. I know I'm horrible. I love you all. Thank you for all of the wonderful comments, and thank you for tuning in every day and for all the love. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.